I'm Rebecca Brand, and today we're going to make Christmas candy cane brownies. The ingredients for this dish are flour, sugar, dry cocoa powder, salt, butter, eggs, vanilla, some more butter, candy canes, and powdered sugar. Let's get started. In my bowl, I'm going to put 1.5 cups of all-purpose flour. Now, my little trick for sifting is as simple as this. I grab a whisk, and in that bowl it goes. All we're doing is aerating that flour and kind of breaking it up. To the flour, I'm adding 2 cups of sugar. This is just granulated white sugar. We need 1/2 teaspoon salt. We need 1/2 cup of cocoa powder. This is unsweetened. You just find it in your baking aisle. And I buy the inexpensive stuff. This is pretty generic, but don't worry, it's a super rich chocolate brownie recipe. Now let's combine all that together, all these dry ingredients. Oh my gosh, I can really smell all that chocolate. So now we're gonna add 1/2 cup of butter, but we gotta melt it. And in my microwave, that's 1 minute and 15 seconds to melt that whole stick of butter. So in goes that butter, and add 4 eggs. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let me tell you, it's a rule of averages. 1 in 30, I'll get the shell in, but I'm safe today. Now we add 2 teaspoons of vanilla extract. Whoops, or a little more as the case may be. Now we're gonna stir that up. Look at those eggs go. They're happy. Now I do this by hand. You don't need an expensive mixer to get this part done. That is our batter. Our batter is done. Now I'm gonna cook it in a 9x13 pan. And so I put this corn oil all over it because I don't want the sides to stick. I want it to come out really easy. So I take my little paper towel and I just run that around the bottom, the sides. Here we go. There, and if there's a little extra oil in it, I don't care. It kind of makes the edges crispy in that brownie. Dump and go. That batter is perfect. It is nice and rich, and it's kind of gummy. That means I'm gonna have a really chewy brownie. Yay. It is so thick, my spatula can't even keep up with it. I've got to like scrape and scrape. We got a density factor going. Okay, I'm happy with that. Now spread that brownie to fit all corners of your pan. You want an even thickness so it's gonna cook evenly. Okay, yummy. Okay, now I'm gonna stick it in that 350 oven for 30 minutes. So this frosting is gonna mimic snow, even though we don't have it in Santa Barbara, but 'tis the season. So we need 2 cups of powdered sugar. This is one frosting I'm actually going to use a sifting device in because I just have the time. That thing's going to cook for 30 minutes. You can skip this step because y'all know I cannot stand to sift. I just hate it, but whatever. It feels like snow to me, which I like. So I'm going to go for it this time. It's going to make a smoother frosting by sifting it. Okay, you're making 2 cups, so this is my 2nd cup. Let's get it through the strainer. The fastest way to sift. I hate those little gadgets where you're like cranking with your wrist. It like breaks my hand when I do that. So I prefer this way. It's the fastest. So as we make our frosting, I'm going to put in some of that powdered sugar, maybe half of that amount to start. And I've slightly melted the butter because I wanted to get it to room temperature. So hey, half of it is liquid, half of it's solid, but it's at least room temperature or more. That's gonna go into, that's 3 tablespoons. Turn that on, and I'm gonna add a teaspoon of milk at a time to get the consistency I want. I've added 4 teaspoons of milk, and I'm gonna add the rest of my powdered sugar. You gotta scrape down that bowl and get it all in there. Here we go. Oh, that's loud. Now, ooh, now that looks really good. And it tastes good too. That butter is awesome in it. Okay, so I'm gonna get my candy canes ready to decorate on top. That little static electricity there. In it goes the bag. I think the biggest challenge to this dessert is getting the plastic off your candy canes. There, perfection. But with the static. So I'm gonna whack it. I whack it to start. It's so easy. And then with my handy dandy roller, just finish the crushing process. There, now look at that. It's been 30 minutes, they're ready to come out. Ooh, smells good. Okay, toothpick. Yep, came out clean. I want to take it out of here and put it on something that's going to look really pretty. So my goal is to get this onto this pan, right side up, that side up. So I'm going to use a baking sheet to make the transfer. Okay, hello, help me. Play the drums on that, baby. Oh my gosh, it worked. Doesn't always happen that way. There could be problems in the kitchen, but this time it went well. Okay, here we go. Voila! I missed the target. Here. We have a save. So while that's still warm, I'm gonna put the frosting on, and that's gonna melt. Because you know, this frosting is extra thick, which I wanted because I thought of that melt factor. If you wait to do this when it's cool, you should add a little more milk to your frosting. Okay, you just spread it around. So now I'm adding those crushed candy canes. It's like little candy cane snow on the top of that. This is gonna have that minty flavor. You know what, try it with my hot chocolate recipe. That would be awesome too. A bite of the peppermint brownie and hot chocolate to drink with it. Oh man. All right, let's cut this. Wow. And it's so warm. Yummy, this is gonna be delicious. There we go, cut little pieces of it. Oh, how cute is that? Let's give it a try. Oh man, that buttercream frosting is just the thing to hold that peppermint on top. It's delicious. So like me, comment, tell me what you think, subscribe to my channel. Merry Christmas, yummy brownies, and enjoy your time with your friends and family. Happy holidays.